Olivia and Sophia's grandmother grew up in Laupahoehoe, and she, a Chinese Hawaiian girl. And so, you know, they're coming, they were born and raised on the mainland, and they're, you know, sort of coming into their Hawaiianness, coming back here and stuff. So, okay. Oh, this is Marie, who I was talking about in the Portuguese exhibit. And this is her painstakingly putting, we got a Holy Ghost frame that is on exhibit right now, and it's, you know, it's used in Portuguese ceremonies. It's this framed picture of a dove, and there's foliage around it, and it was on a silk background. And initially we thought, oh, this one came from the Azores or Madeiras. I mean, this is so old, you know. And then when we took it apart, because we had to reback it, it was on silk and it was just totally frayed. We saw this kanji, Japanese writing on the back, so we thought, okay, this wasn't put together, but it's very old. So that's Marie, you know, again, painstakingly sewing all of these little pieces back on. Next. And here are two former students. The only collection we had when I came here was a bottle collection, about 500 soda bottles and stuff that are actually just on loan from the former director. And so doing research on the bottles and all the bottle types, of course those of you in archaeology know that that's, you know, you can tell a lot from a site, from, you know, what you find there bottle-wise. But the Ruby, the gal that's on the far side here, she married into a family who actually started Hamakua Soda Works. So that was, she was kind of, you know, getting into this. So. Okay, and then the boys. We have a talk story every Tuesday, and it's we have people that come all the time, and then we have, you know, we have people that just sort of show up. We never know where it's going to go, what's going to happen, what's going to be said. You know, people talk about, gee, you should be filming these guys. I said, no, not a lot of the time. Not when they're talking about lele pa, that's jumping sense, you know, all this stuff. And whose son is really, no, that's this guy's stuff. So while the cowboys were out on the range, we have all kinds of stories going on. But Donnie De Silva is sitting, and Charlie Kimura is standing. Donnie passed away a couple years ago, but we feel, he had Lou Gehrig's, and but we feel really, really honored to have been able to extensively videotape him, and I'll be talking about that in a second. Arwen, who's sitting there, was a UA student, and she was into leather work, and so, but more into the goth leather work stuff. And so, so Peter Mills approached me and said, "Hey, I've got this student. I don't know how the cowboys would feel about her, because, you know, she tends to like dress in black and all that, although not in that day." And you know, I said, let's give it a shot. So she started to show up because Donnie was an expert saddle maker, and Charlie used to make kala'ili, the, you know, the, yeah, exactly, the rope. And so, at any rate, so they fell in love with her, and she just became Hanai. And, you know, when you have that, everybody can talk about leather and how to work it and stuff. It worked out perfectly. Another guy who unfortunately isn't coming in too much at the moment because of health issues is the fellow in the foreground here, and he, his name is Wally Sakamoto, and he worked for the plantation in the office. And we have the Paul Christensen collection, which is over 8,000 images, and but a lot of them are plantation, you know, workers and office people and all of that. So Wally painstakingly went through and identified as many people as he could, which was huge. He really had a lot of people. I've had so many people come in going, "Oh, Momi, if you'd only come 20 years ago, you know, we've lost so much." And it's true. But today, you know, you can start today. There's always stuff that can be collected. And just to give you an example, we have, remind me to show when we can go downstairs, but we have the original Kuleana book for Waipio Valley. And, well, there are probably several copies of it. And, you know, but most of it was drawn up in the 1860s, or so it's a little bit after the Mahele. And at any rate, the book, along with all these deed books and a bunch of other stuff, when he was working and they closed the plantation in '94, they said, "Wally, take this stuff to the dump." And he said, "I just couldn't." So he put it in his garage, and then, you know, here it is years later, he comes in to volunteer and he goes, "Would you be interested in some of these old books?" I mean, yeah. So we have them now. It's really cool. Thanks. Okay, here's a typical topic.